Today on Sailing HideAway, we're going to talk about how cascading events can ruin your whole weekend. How this and this became that and that. So come join us as we show you how it all happened and how we fixed the problem. Today on Sailing HideAway.
This whole thing started because I needed to replace the pin that holds the tongue extender in place. In doing so, I managed to jam the tongue extender under the main arm of the trailer, and at the same time knock the wheel off of this. The wheel just rusted and fell off. So now we're going to jack this thing up. I've got my jack is placed underneath the supports for the tongue extender. Hopefully that'll eliminate any bend as I bring this up. Doesn't have to go up real high. I always use a jack stand rather than a jack to hold the trailer up. If we're going to do that again, it went one way that I didn't like. This type of jack moves horizontally when you take it up or down. There. Alright. So now we know that's secure. Just because you live in the United States doesn't mean that everything's going to be U.S. measurements. As it turns out, these bolts are metric. And of course my metric tools are safely tucked away at home. So, we'll reconvene this little party in another hour or so. Well, we're back. I would like to thank the officials of Pinellas County, Florida for their unerring ability to have every light turn red just as I pull up to it. Of the few tourists that are left at this late date, why are you all going to my house? I don't understand. Nevertheless, we are back. I do not have the right wrenches, not for sure which ones I need, so I do have a universal wrench, and we're going to see if we can cut this off. It's going to be difficult to do, so pardon my swearing in advance should that occur. We didn't do any damage here to the tongue, so we're in good shape. Now we'll go put the new one on, which really isn't new. It's just something that I found somewhere. The saga continues. I partially mounted the new, or rather used, jack here. Now all I got to do is put the bolts on here, put these little straps, nuts. We're done. Only have one more bolt left to go. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's about a ½ inch shy. So, another trip to the hardware store, and we will continue after that. Who knew sailing could be such fun? Small boats rock. When you're trying to align the stand, it's important that the angles of your bolts are correct. See how this is coming off? They need to be straight, or you have no hope at all of having this come out right. So you have all the bolts loosened before you start tightening down, and then that'll help you get it straight, and then that does make it a lot easier to stay fastened in. Sometimes this one was a salvage piece of equipment, so it does have a few adjustments that need to be made. Like that. And that's all it takes. Be flexible. Well, let's see if we can jack this up now. All the bolts are in place. we should be ready. And we're back in business. Another project done. Not one that we had planned, but nevertheless done. Next we'll move on to unjamming the tongue extender, which was also part of this unbelievable foray into the absurd.
Well, the third part of the problem is that when I retracted the tongue extender, I forgot to put the latch down, and now it's wedged, hopefully just on the latch, or it may be wedged in the holder. I'm not sure which. There was a kind of a hard bump when I put it in, so that might be more than an easy problem to solve. But I'm going to try taking off the ball coupling there and see if I can get it to work that way.
The idea here being if I can have this tip a little bit. Now that's good and tight. I'll do that, but it might seem like a good idea at the time. Taken one of these off or installed one, so I'm not sure what we're getting into here. Hopefully it'll just come out there. That's what I thought. Get a bigger hammer. Oh yeah. I've tried everything I can do to get the tongue extender out peacefully. So what we're going to do now is use a come along to attach to the truck and see if we can get it to come out. Oh, that's too easy. Look at that. I couldn't wedge the darn thing. This is just coming right out. No idea why it's so hard. That's done. Whatever it was is free now, and so am I at last.
Well, this may not be an elegant solution. That may not be the right solution. But until I can find something better and something that doesn't cost an arm and a leg, this 5/8 inch galvanized bolt will suffice. This means I'll have to remember to take it out more often so it doesn't get so corroded as its previous official piece did. But then again, you know, that what we had in there before was really part of the that's the lock for your the draw hitch on your truck. It really wasn't made for a boat. So maybe with the galvanized bolt here and a nut on it for now anyway, we'll take care of the problem. I may go drill a hole there in the end of it and put a clip just for safety's sake, but this isn't something that we tow down the road with, so this is more just here in the yard, just launching the boat, so I don't really believe it's going to be much of an issue.